If they ask you why we did it, hey, we did it for love. If they ask you why we did it, we did it for love. Oh yeah. If they ask you why we did it, hey, it's 'cause we were thugs. Oh yeah. If they ask you why we did it, hey, it's because we were thugs. Ah, shoot. Alrighty, people. Let's get ready to rumble. I'm going to see if I can start this stream. I know there's got to be a way to like duplicate the stream on 2 channels, but it's like I got to start over and put all this information in there all over again. And I don't know how to do it, but the long way. So, you know what? I'm not going to even worry about it. I'll just stream it on the channel. I'll just put it up over there. That's what I do. Yeah, be easier. And then this way I can just do what I was gonna do and go live on, yep, there we go. I think I should be able to do that on Facebook. Hopefully. Yes, I think so. I'm going to do it. There we go. What's good in the hood, my people? Hey live, we back y'all, and man, it's good to be back doing my thing. I got my drink, I got my water, and I'm ready to run my mouth. That's what I'm getting ready to do. So let's dive right in, but first and foremost, as always, I got to give a shout out to and salute to the first person in the chat. Goes out to none other than, oh shit, I lost it. There we go. Natalie V. Thanks, Natalie V. And we got the Listen Doctor in there. What's up with you, bro? Down there in the Nolan. Down there in Nolan. I hear you, brother. And we got Tony Snow, my man, always representing, and a bunch of other people that I can't just sit there and name them all because we'll be here for about another 20 minutes. So click the like button, click the subscribe button, share the show if you ain't shared it already. So let's go ahead and do this. Coach Aldous Aaron Rodgers. Boy, you know this is Chicago Bear territory. You talking about some damn Aaron Rodgers. Good quarterback, but he ain't shit. So let's keep it moving. I ain't gonna even keep putting no more energy on that one there. But so if you can see the title of the show, it's about, and let me say this, because I'm telling you, I really have been going back and forth about 2 shows that I've been thinking about doing, but I ain't committed to doing them yet. But let me say this, for those of you who watching this right now, and whether you're watching it live or whether you're watching on the replay, this is a breakdown and my commentary of this clip that you see here about the CPD officer. And to those of you that just gonna put notes and messages in and say just play the damn video, this ain't that type of channel. I don't do that. I don't just replay a video for you to watch it. I replay it with my own thoughts and ideas and my own commentary with it. That's what it is. That's how I go. If you don't want to hear what the hell I got to say, then now would be the time for you to click the thumbs up and then click off. You hear me? Click the thumbs up, then click off. That's all you gotta do. You ain't gotta leave me no smart ass remarks. How about play the video, knuckle? Nigga, just play the video, shut up, stop pausing the video, because that's what I do. I pause and talk shit. I pause and runs my mouth about what I'm saying. That's what everybody else is watching for, and that's what I'm gonna give them, because god damn it, this is America. And it's my right as an American to do just that. So, that's what it is. That's what it's going to be. That's how I do it. I do want to say this before I get started. it's been a lot of people lately, and I don't know why, but it's just a lot of my friends on Facebook, Instagram, and wherever else. They have just been seeing. I hope this will start. I knew it was, but I stopped it. Good. There have been a lot of people that have just had deaths in their family. I don't know why, but it's been cousins, mothers, brothers, fathers, friends, uncles, aunties. And I'm just going to say this to everybody, whether I've had a chance to comment on your page or not. I just want to tell you that my thoughts and hopes and prayers are with you of comfort. I hope that you can make it through this tough time in your life, because hey, it ain't easy when you're losing people that are close to you, and the fact that it's just happened so much. And I'm telling you, I would say within the past 2 weeks, I've seen at least 10 people that have lost somebody. People that have lost their relatives. Officer that I had the honor to serve with, he finally made his transition. Shout out to my man Butter. Rest well, my friend. It was an honor and a pleasure to know and to serve with you, sir. And thank you for your years of service. You definitely did it the right way and have been an example for not just me, but for any other officers that had the opportunity to spend just a few minutes with you, sir. So salute to you. But it's been just a lot of other people, man, that have just had a lot of deaths. And I just want to tell you, hey, it's going to get better. Keep pressing on. Their legacy and their lives and who they were, they lived through you. And just keep it moving, people, as best as you can. I know it's tough. It ain't easy. It ain't gonna never just be easy. It's always hard to lose somebody, especially whether it's expected or unexpected. But hey, to all of those out there that have lost somebody recently in the past couple of weeks or even the past couple of months, just hey, my heart and my prayers are with you. That being said, let's move on to this video. So, for those of you who don't know, Saturday, an off-duty Chicago police officer was shot and killed in a vehicle downtown by the Rock and Roll McDonald's. It was not just him, but I believe there were 2 other people in the car. His girlfriend, I think another gentleman, he was a military. He serves in the military. I think he's like a reservist or something. But they were wounded. But these people, this dude lost his life. Chicago police officer. It's like, man, they all said he was a great guy. He was a great officer. And they actually, don't know exactly why he died or why he got shot. They're saying that it was a random act. And I'll play the video to show that. Me personally, I am just always leery and just suspect about random shootings. Do they happen? Yes, they do. They do happen, and sometimes there is no rhyme or reason to it. Sometimes there's some random shootings that do happen, but the way that this went down, it seems to be that the guy him and his friend got into it with some Mexican dudes, and the dude went to his car, went to get his gun, and now he looking for the Mexican dudes, couldn't find them nowhere. After they got into the little altercation, I think maybe a punch or 2 was thrown, and then this dude just looked for the next Hispanic he could find and shot him up. I don't get that. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm just not cut from that cloth to where that's just something that's just, oh, okay, that's just what happened. I don't get the fact that people would do things like that. Who just goes and shoots somebody at random? I mean, like, what is your point or your purpose with that? And the fact that this dude lost his life because of this dude just being an asshole, a coward, whatever you want to call it, it's sad to have to see that. So I'll play the video real quick just to catch those who up to speed. They did catch him. And they caught the dudes because it was downtown Chicago. There was a lot of surveillance, a lot of video footage. They even have downtown the license plate readers technology. So they were able to really catch these dudes in, man, record time. In less than 48 hours, they had these dudes and knew who they was and got them. So that was good stuff. Yeah. Hey, I saw that shit about Michael Avenatti. Boy, I was blown away with that. Yes, I did hear about that. That dude is now being indicted for fucking extortion. He tried to extort Nike out of like $20 million or some crazy shit like that, and they caught his ass. For those of you who don't know who Michael Avenatti is, he was the dude that was grandstanding about 3-4 weeks ago about R. Kelly, how they got him, they gonna get him, his ass is out of here, he going to jail, and now it looks like he's going to jail. So, could very well be possible that him and Robert Kelly could be cellmates, because yeah, this guy has been indicted on charges of extortion. So, with that being said, that's a whole nother show, and we'll talk about that. I saw that today, but it was wild. Right, that's what MAGA stands for now. Michael Avenatti got arrested. I love it. I'm doing it. Thank you, Margie. I'm still in that. That's what it is. So, yeah. But I'm going to go ahead and show you this video real quick, and then we're going to talk about it. But first things first, federal law. Damn, DJ, I just thought of DJ watching. I'm sorry. I know this video is somewhere, but I don't have time to look for it. I'm going to fix this, y'all. I promise you. By not the next show, but show after next, I'm going to have this resolved. Because I got to do better. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. So, let's go ahead and let's get this thing going. And let me start this. And thank you for hitting the like, hit the subscribe, all that. Alright, here we go. And we're going to do that. And we're going to allow this. And we're going to take that off. And this should be... Let's see. There we go. And bam! There we go. Alright, check it out. This is in a little different format than what I usually do, so bear with me. But here we go.
Old Menelik Jackson as the alleged triggerman and 32-year-old Javon Battle as his accomplice. Today, Police Superintendent Eddie Johnson said the men accused of killing off-duty Chicago police officer John Rivera early Saturday may have murdered him simply for being Hispanic. This following an earlier, completely unrelated altercation at River North's flagship McDonald's restaurant, which police say involved a group of Hispanic men traveling on board a...
For those of you who don't know, I don't know why the hell the news is doing this, but the shit ain't called River North McDonald's. It's called Rock and Roll McDonald's. Same stomping ground where R. Kelly picked up several young ladies throughout the years of being in Chicago. It is a staple of the city where plenty of stars and celebrities go to eat McDonald's. All of the Big Macs and quarter pounders are jacked up prices, and it's high price McDonald's food. So just so you know, if you hear Rock and Roll McDonald's in Chicago, that's it right there.
Party bus.
He was searching around for the party bus. The party bus had left the area, so I guess he settled for the first Hispanic he saw.
The shooting, say prosecutors, was caught on surveillance video, allegedly showing Jackson and Battle walk up to Rivera's parked vehicle. Then Jackson wordlessly pull a gun and open fire on the 4 people inside.
Rivera immediately moved to cover victim number 4 with his body to shield her from gunfire.
The woman was not hurt. Rivera's rear seat passenger, who we now know is in the military reserves, was critically wounded, but is expected to survive. Rivera's commanding officer at District 6 today, paying tribute to the 23-year-old.
My third watch is really struggling because he was such a good person. Not only a good police officer, but a good person.
Both of the accused have extensive criminal histories, and police say hate crime charges may yet be filed against them. A third suspect, also believed to be involved in Rivera's murder, is still on the loose.
So, they got a third guy that they're looking for, and I don't know what the fuck kind of name is Menelik, but I tell you what, if he goes to jail, Menelik is going to become not just his name, but it's going to become a part of what he's doing, because he's young, and they going to have some fun with that boy down there. So I'm just telling you, Menelik is going to be licking many a men when he gets locked up, because they going to throw the book at this dude. Menelik gonna be licking many men. Many men. Many, 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 many men. Many lick is gonna lick. I'm just saying that. I don't know. Menelik Jackson, boy, you gonna be down there getting your hee on. So they caught these two dudes. These dudes, they said there's a third cat involved that they're looking for, and they're probably gonna find him too. Cause Menelik and Jovan Battle, they are now locked up, and it's only a matter of time before they get to singing and telling like the Temptations. I'm telling you right now. So with that being said, it is what it is. So they got his ass. Menelik is gonna be licking many men, and Javon Battle is gonna be battling for the virginity of his anal area, and his other orifices, because they are all gonna be in jeopardy on a day-to-day basis. Cause them niggas ain't gonna see the light of day no more. No more. No more. Yeah. So here's what it is though. So the dude the shooter, which is Mr. Menelik, he actually applied and was going through the process of being a police officer. He took the test, and he was, I think he believed he passed the test, and was on the next part where they go and they gotta, it's a while after you take the test and they tell you that you passed. Then you got this little wait time before you go through. Got to take the little physical test, and then you got a crazy test, and then they go and put you into the academy. So he was in that process somewhere along the way, and years ago got locked up for home invasion. So that kicked him out of the academy. So at one point he wanted to actually be the police, but he, I guess, was trying to do some field research. He was doing some research and development on crime and committed a crime himself of home invasion. I don't know why, but that's what he did. And he got kicked. He got booted out of the process, so he wasn't a police officer. And then later on down the line, this is what he does. Him and Javon and some other unknown dude went ahead and shot and killed this police officer, which is terrible. Now, I'm going to tell you the reason why I'm doing this story. The reason why I'm talking about this is because the story is out and everybody pretty much, you can see what's happening. But one of the things that I was disturbed about was the response that was being talked about, the responses that were being given on social media. And specifically what black folks were saying about this whole thing. Yeah, they caught this dude. Here's pretty much what they were saying, what people have been talking about. Yeah, they caught the dude that killed the police officer within 2 days, but the niggas is dying in the hood. These niggas can't never get caught. And I saw it once. I saw it twice. I saw it 3 times, and I'm like, these niggas is crazy. I just don't get this. And it was so disturbing to me that I saw it and I just kept seeing it, because every once in a while there's always that one asshole somewhere that just says some off the wall shit, and that's just what it is. And they say, hey, this is what I'm talking about, and I'm gonna say it just because it seems like something cool to say, and I'm gonna get some attention for it. I get that. Whatever, do what you do. But the fact that I repeatedly kept seeing it, and the people that were posting this on their Facebooks, people were getting, likes, and yeah, that's right, yeah, I feel you, I get it, thumbs up, I love this, let me share this. And it was just like, I'm like, wow, is that what people really are thinking? It's like, you really think that the police finding this dude, that was something that they did, but the dudes in the hood that's dying, they not working to do that. So I'm going to say this, because I think that there's a degree of truth to that, which I'm going to acknowledge in all fairness, but there is a truth that's not being acknowledged that I also want to make sure that I speak on. So, do I think that the Chicago police officers that responded to this call, do I think that they put in a little bit more effort, burn some more midnight oil, called in more favors, put in more effort, whatever you want to call it, showed favoritism to this case. Do I think they did that to catch these dudes? Yes, I do. However, it's rightfully so because it was one of their own. The things that happen when you are doing your job is one thing, but when your job hits home and it gets close to your heart, personal, there are cats that knew this dude, this was a good dude, there wasn't any nonsense as to why he got killed or whatever the case, he just came up dead on the streets of Chicago, which is the streets that these people work on and so many officers work on and sacrifice their lives with. Is that part of the job? Yes. Is it something that comes with the territory? Absolutely. But when one of your own get killed, it's different. Just like if it was you being a police officer and your brother got killed or one of your close buddies got killed. It's the same kind of kinship, and a lot of people may not understand this, but when you're talking about being a law enforcement officer, there is a certain kinship that you have with fellow officers. It's just something that you have with them. It's like that thing to where you say, hey, just like in the military, it's the same way. It's like you're on the front lines with this person, and the only person that you can trust is the guy or the girl that's next to you. And not only do you have to trust them, but you have to trust them with your life because that's what's on the line. And with that comes a certain level of respect and a bond that takes place, and with it being just another officer because you share the same badge, you share the same code, it's because of that there's an instant kinship, an instant bond that takes place because it's like this is our gang, this is our team, this is our unit. We are all in the same gang, just like in the Eazy-E song. This is the same gang. Y'all remember that? Y'all don't. Yeah, but I do. But anyway, that's what it is. So, yes, it does make it more personal. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I remember a long time ago on Christmas. It was on Christmas Eve. Well, Christmas Day, rather. So, my mother and my father, for those of you who don't know, they did not live together. They had been separated since I was 3 years old. But my father stayed literally like 3 blocks away from my mother's house. So, I was always able to go back and forth. As I got older, my brother, he was doing his becoming a man thing, and my mama put him out and he went to go live with my father. However, in that time frame, as he got older, we would always spend Christmas together. So my brother came and spent the night at my mama's house for Christmas. That night, our house, my daddy's house, got broken into, right? So they came and ransacked the whole crib, took some of this, some of that, took clothes, they just tore the crib the fuck up, right? And my father's a Chicago police officer. Did 30 years, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my daddy, may rest in peace. But it was more personal for him to go through him being robbed, and it was like, shit. Had he been on robbery calls before? Absolutely. Hundreds. He was a sergeant. Has he facilitated robberies? Yep. Home invasions? Absolutely. Deaths, murders, all that. But when they broke into his house, it was more personal. It was a blow to the heart. It was more personal to that. It was to the point where he was like, oh, hell no. Y'all niggas robbing and doing whatever y'all gonna do, but y'all gonna rob me? Y'all gonna rob my house? I'm taking it personal, and I'm gonna use my resources to go and get my stuff back. And that's exactly what he said, and that's what he did. He said, I'm getting my stuff back. Him and his jump out boys, the boys that rolled with him, they was like, Sarge, we gonna get your shit back. We gonna find out who took it, and ain't nothing gonna move. Ain't nothing gonna move on these streets until we find out. And he did just that. He had my whole entire hood locked down. Anybody that lived in my hood, shout out to the 12 Deuce, Wild Lowdown. Anybody who lived over there, y'all remember when my daddy house got broken into because couldn't nobody do nothing. You couldn't walk the streets without getting stopped, put up on the hood of a hot car, and say, hey, what happened? That's just what it was. That's just what it was. everybody was getting fucked with because they fucked with my daddy. Plain and simple. Alright? So, with that being said, it was that people, hey, they started saying, hey, this is what happened. They did this. We gonna find them. Don't you worry about it. We gonna find them who did it. They found them, caught the dudes, all that good shit. And man, came and got them. But that's what it was. The fact of the matter is, when it hits home, it hits home. That's a natural reflex. It's just like you being a teacher. You teaching your kids in class. Yes, you love your babies and all that kind of stuff. But you teaching the kid in class and teaching your own kid, it's different. You got higher expectations. You gonna be on their ass more because you gonna be damned if you let this one fail. This one my blood. So it's like that's just a natural thing. That's just something that you just do to say, hey, I get it. And you got to understand that. However, it's still a point that people have made. And I get that. So yes, I do think that the police did their thing and they turned up, if you will, to go and get these two dudes because of not just who he was, but also because of what he did. He killed pretty much an innocent person who, as far as we know, did nothing to nobody. And the fact that he did that, it's like it ain't nobody that was in the game. It ain't nobody that was doing this or doing. This dude was literally sitting in the car with his girl and his boy, and the car got shot up and he's dead because of it. Because this nigga got into it with some dudes at a rock and roll McDonald's and they got to arguing or whatever, and somebody punched him in the face or whatever. The other side to that is this. We should not, black folks, niggas, whatever you want to call yourselves, black Americans, African Americans, Hebrew Israelites, Hoteps, whatever you want to call yourself. We have got to get out of the mindset of expecting everybody else to do something for us that we aren't doing for ourselves. Because the minute somebody says something and there's a crime committed in the hood, the minute somebody says something, they are instantly called what? A snitch. The minute the police come and, can we talk to you? First thing say out of our mouth, snitches get stitches. The minute somebody comes and say, well, we need to get some information so we can find out who did this, the first thing out of our mouth is, I ain't seen nothing, I don't know nothing, we the monkeys. I ain't seen nothing, I ain't heard nothing, and I ain't saying nothing. That's all we do. That's all we do. Until it comes to our doorstep. Until it's our cousin, until it's our little brother, until it's our niece, until it's our daughter, until it's our son, until it's our mama, our grandmama, our uncle, our aunts. When it comes to our doorstep, now we want everybody in the world to open up their hearts and minds and to tell all the information that they got, give it to the police so the police do their job. But when it ain't us, we the first person to step out and step back. Y'all know the Homer Simpson meme where he like bag off into the bushes. That's the first thing we do. We'll come out, we'll look, we'll see what happened, we'll watch the whole thing, we'll pull out our phones, we will post a crime and put that shit on live first before we go and talk to the police or before we call the police. You see somebody at a barbershop, see somebody at the McDonald's or on the Wendy's drive-thru getting their ass whooped. Your first mind, and this is the straight up truth, your first mind is not to call the police. Your first mind is to go live and record the shit so you can post it live. So you can post it on your live. That's the first thing you want to do. World star! That's the first thing you want to do. You want to get the information and the data so that you can try to get all of the likes, all of the shares, all of the clicks that you possibly can. So you want somebody else to care more about you than what you do about your own self. That don't make no kind of sense. Why would you expect another group, another entity, another public servant? Why would you expect the government or anybody to care more and to take a more, I guess, personal approach to something that you don't? We don't care about us. We don't go and try to seek justice until it comes in. Knocks at our doorstep. When it's laid on our front porch, that's when we say, oh no, this shit got to stop. Don't nobody want to put no guns down until they folks get shot. Because when they folks the ones doing the shooting, they shouldn't have messed with him. They had always been messing with him. I don't know all the details, so I ain't gonna speak on that. I don't know. I didn't get all the information, so I don't know what he did. To my knowledge, it was self-defense. Well, what they do to him, right? That's what it is. So it's like you have to take there's a price that comes with that. You got to take the bad with that. So it's like, yeah, you want the expectation of the police to work just as hard for you as they work hard for their own. That's not a crazy expectation to have. However, when they do try to do it, you be the first ones to go against it. You be the first ones to not step up. You don't want to testify. You don't want to get involved. The police need to do their job, but I ain't gonna help them. Do you know how many police officers was helping to do that shit? They had to watch hours of video from multiple cameras all within that area. Not just on the block. They had to look at the whole area. They had to see where they came from, which direction they came from, which direction they left, which car did they drive in. That took man hours and that took people watching footage. They had to go and canvass the area. What did you see? What did you see? What did you see? They had to do that. Now, when you got people downtown, you got more cooperative people because they come from a different background. Everybody that's at rock and roll ain't from the hood. So they understand the fact that, hey, these police officers are doing their job and we need to help them and assist them in doing so. So there's a difference in that. And there's a certain level of when you have that type of assistance, when you have that type of help, then you're going to get a lot more benefits from that. You're going to get a lot more information from that. It's just that simple. So it's not a thing of somebody saying, well, they need to do better, they need to do this. Everybody needs to do better. Everybody can be held accountable to do more. I get that. But we need to be the ones first and foremost at the front lines of protecting our own neighborhoods, our own community, and our own people first. We need to be the first one saying, I called the police, I called the police, I called the police too, I called the police, and I called. We need to be the first ones. We need to be the first ones saying, officer, I'm ready to talk when y'all ready to take my statement. We need to be the first ones to say it. We need to be the first ones to say, officer, I can tell you exactly what I saw. Now, I don't know how this can help, but here's what I saw. I came in at the end when he was stomping on the dude and calling him a bitch. All right, fine. Will you testify to that? Yes, I sure will. And when you have that type of culture, when you have people doing that more, then you'll have people doing one or two things. They'll stop committing as many crimes, and they'll start recognizing, man, these people do give a shit. The police officers will say, man, these dudes really do care. They were calling me, telling me, giving me all this information. I passed out all my cards. And I got, my voicemail is full. The lines have been flooded. We got tips all over the place. Because people want to actually do something to make a change and to make a difference. So it's like you got to make sure that you're doing everything you can do first before you get to the point to where you say, they don't care about us, they don't do nothing for us, they don't find their killers better than they find. Y'all don't want to find the killers fast, and y'all know half of the motherfuckers is doing the killing. That's just a fact. So it's a knife and it cuts both ways. And you need to make sure that you got your end. We need to stop worrying about what everybody else is doing to us. And first, look at what we doing to us. Look at how we treating us first. Then we can go and hold everybody else accountable. Then you can take it to all these other people. But be the first ones to say, well, if I'm going to accuse them of doing this, then what we doing? Because if that same shooting would have happened in the hood, wouldn't nobody say shit, wouldn't nobody know shit. I ain't see nothing. But get on Facebook and be live dry snitching. Be with your friends on the block dry snitching. Riding around in the hood smoking weed and drinking dry snitching. Yeah, you know such and such, they said he had something to do with it. I'm just saying, I wasn't there, but I did hear that. Yeah, you got all the information for you and your niggas, but ain't got no information for the people that can actually get this person off the street. You know why he did that shit, though. That's what we'll be saying. And it's like you have to take that active, an active approach to say from now on, and start today. Next time I see some fuck shit in my own neighborhood, on my own block, in my own house, I'm calling the police and I'm gonna make a report. So what? Snitches get stitches? Well, goddamn it, so do criminals. Once you realize that a criminal, a thug, whatever, bleed just like you, breathe the same as you, put their pants on one pants leg at a time just like you, then it gives you a different mindset to say, well, man, who was this dude? We gonna shoot up your house. I'm gonna shoot up your house. I don't get no fuck. I don't get no fuck. Yeah, okay, we'll see. Yeah, we will see. That's the kind of mindset that brings about change. When you think about the thing, when you think about revolution, when you're thinking about people revolting against what the status quo is, all of those people were willing to die and they were willing to do anything to bring about change. If you don't have that mindset, you can forget it. You're a victim and you're going to be subjected to the other person who has that mindset will. That's exactly why these young terrorists do what they do on these streets. Because they don't give a fuck and they're willing to do anything to change their situation. I'll stand out on the corner all night. I'll stand out on the block and serve all day. I'll go and shoot up this other block over here. I'll shoot at every other nigga that's my opposition on this block. I will do that because I want change. I'm going to change my situation. So if they're willing to go farther than you, then they're going to gain more than you. It's that simple. And you can't expect the police to come and save your ass, because that ain't what they here for. They here to uphold the law. When the law is broken, they're here to uphold it and to enforce it and lock the people up that done broke it. That's their job. Not to get there in the nick of time to save your ass. That's your job. I'm going to say that again. The police job is for them to enforce the law. The person or the people that break the law, it is the police officer's job to come and lock them up so that they can be prosecuted by the prosecuting attorney to enforce the law that they have been broken and to penalize them for breaking it. Saving your ass is not their job. It is your job. You yourself are responsible for your own personal safety and the safety of your family. That's your job. It is not the police officer's job. You can call them after the crime has been committed. Hell, you can call them in the process of the crime being committed if you want to. But the fact of the matter is, it's your job to protect yourself from whatever is out here in this world trying to harm you. Plain and simple. And once people get that concept in their mind, once they understand what that really means, then you'll take a different approach, as opposed to talking about we need more gun laws, as opposed to saying we need to get these guns off the streets. You're going to start thinking, oh, I need to get more guns in my hand, because I'm not going to be the victim to somebody else because they got guns in their hands. That's where we need to get before we can actually get some real change in our own neighborhoods and our own communities. Y'all want to fix the hood? That's step one. Realizing what you in and where you're at. You can stand on the corners and you can pray all day and you can pray all night. But if you ain't got no action behind it, you can forget it. You are destined to fail. And you will be at the mercy of those who are taking action against you. It's a fact. There is no other way. There is nobody that's going to step in and save us all. That's not good. That's not how it goes. It is what it is. But I'm telling you right now, you got to get to a point to where you are willing to do what is necessary to protect and to save yourselves. Because you're expecting somebody else to do it. Look at what's happened. When you look at the high crime areas in these liberal cities, when you look at the high crime areas in these hoods, they're all Democrats and they're all liberal. We should do whatever we want to do and we should all give up our guns. That's what they're doing. So that's my 2 cents about it. I hope that this video helps somebody become a better version of themselves. My thoughts and prayers and my heart goes out to the family and the friends of Officer Rivera. Hey, I can't extend enough condolences to not just him and his people, but to all of those people that have lost somebody recently. Like I said, my condolences to you all. Let me make sure, see if I got any donations to read so that I can give my gratitude and say thank you. And I believe I'm going to try to come back because I got another video that I want to do. But I definitely wanted to address this real quick because this was just something that was really disturbing me. It really was. Yes, I do. So let's do this. And all right. So first and foremost, shout out to my man DJ Just J. Thank you for your donation. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And shout out to Michelle Glass. Thank you so much, MG. I appreciate you and your donation as well. And to anybody else that is watching this on the replay, you can click the link, hit the PayPal. It's all good, but make sure y'all click that like button. Make sure you share. I hope that this video helps somebody become a better version of themselves. I am Brian Redmond. This is the Relationship Rehab and the United Guns of America, because I'm going to have this video up there too. So y'all make sure that y'all subscribe to the United Guns of America channel, and also that's in the description box as well. And also please click the like button on your way in or on your way out. Thank you guys. Peace, and I'm out. And shout out to everybody too on Facebook too. Click the like, click the subscribe. We out.